Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. Let's see. I'm just here. Turn that down just a little. Picking up where we left off last time would be here, I suppose. I'm just looking over some of the characters and everything. If you did not catch the last episode, live stream episode, you can go back, watch it, and it's just about this application, PUM Companion, that I use to play RPGs. And I use it for solo play, and I use it for group play for my weekly game. If you want to see like some key features and stuff that I highlighted, you'd have to go back and watch. Right now, I just wanted to kind of pick up where I left off for a little bit. I probably am not going to stream as long as I did last time. Just wanted to show you a few new things. For those of you who don't know, my name is Savvy. This is my channel, Savvy Goes Solo. It's my pet project. I try to post here, like, as consistency is so hard. So I post when I can, when I have energy, and time, and interest, because sometimes you just like need a break. PUM Companion is an application you can get off of itch.io, and I highly suggest you do. It is well worth it. And it's being constantly updated. And some of the best, one of my favorite features that have come out now is this nifty record button here, where you can just talk. Now, it's not transcribing it, but it is just making an audio file, and then it's just right there. And so when you go back, if you're lazy like me, I'm not lazy, I'm sorry. I am just, I don't know. My brain goes too fast and sometimes I type too slow. So what I'll end up doing is I will end up like rolling these things to see, like asking my questions in my head, click the buttons, roll the oracles, move on with the game. And then when I go try to pick up where I left off, I don't know. Because I don't leave very good notes for myself either. And so this is kind of a game changer for me, because talking is easy. I'm already talking, and talking is a whole lot faster than typing. Um, and so I can just go click it and then remember what I was talking about. So, anywho, the purpose of this little series here that is called, what is it called? Oh, Creating Games with PUM Companion, is that it is about making a game. And not just that, I was also planning on eventually doing, like, setting up a actual pre-written adventure module and showing you how I would play that and how you could play that. And yeah. So let's just get into this. We've already set up our game. I'm gonna be honest, and here's the crux with using AI, because I used AI because my brain power was not brain power and last time, is that because I didn't create what, like, it didn't come from me, the any of this stuff. So I honestly, I don't remember because I'm not attached to it because I didn't write it. And so, like, that's why I use AI for a lot of things, but I don't prefer. I guess it just all depends. I want to be invested in something I'm going to play. But for an example, AI was easy. But we'll just go where we go for this. Yeah. So I have a few things here. I've got my 3 characters. Also, this app might look different than the last time that you Actually, and not, let me see, will it look different when I go see now? What did it look like last time? Oh no, it's not too different. Okay, cool. Because we still had the side view here and the character sheets and all that jazz. The compendiums where you can put PDF files. It's just great. I love it. So let's get to this. I am going to just play a short scene. And to do that, I am going to get my nifty little, oh, well, I guess we could just use PUM. Technically, this has all three. PUM Sum Gum, to create the things and stuff and the stuff and things. I was, if you were gonna ask, I was gonna go grab the perchance. There's the Mythic Adventure creator on perchance that just like whips up a few scenes for you. I was gonna do that, but let's just focus on PUM. Let's not bring anything else into it. I'm not even gonna use AI for this. I'm gonna use my brain because it's actually working today. So let's get to it. Let's look at our characters. We have Rain. I made 3 characters for some reason. I know that much, and I made these characters using the push SRD. I guess each character has a gift, an upbringing, an experience, a mark, a charm, and a bond. I've been on a mission to find the most concise yet satisfying system or character sheet for solo play. And I guess this is what I settled on, which makes sense. I like it. It's all very narrative. Um, what I'm going to do is look at this real quick. Uh, okay. And I'm sure I had an idea. Well, you know how you can tell? You can go to your GM, and this is where your initial plot scope stuff was. Oh, here we go. Thank you. I'm just going to copy paste this into here. Okay, so my character, I made 3 characters. I'm only going to play Rain. These are going to be NPCs that I may encounter, is how I'm going to play that. Okay, so I am a seeker traveling ruins, and I discover a letter mentioning a cult attempting to erase all memories of the events of the Great Fall. You need to find the location of this cult and stop them before they erase the memories of the location of a portal, which will bring back your long lost family who were scattered during the Great Fall. I suppose it's important to know who your character is, huh? Let me see here. You know what I need? I need to make these more like concise, like readable. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Let's see. Okay, here's, all right. Okay, we're gonna go upbringing is like nomad. Oh, look at that. I must have copy pasted that twice, huh? Experience. See, I don't even remember what that is. Let's see. I've got it here, no worries. The experience, things you went through, including training, studies, occupations, professions, life events, journeys taken. I'm looking at this, by the way. And push SRD. Looking at this. Okay. Okay. How about, I guess, okay, we're gonna go with nomad here. We're gonna go with scavenger. Not, we're gonna say salvager. Mark, thing that shines through. Okay, let's say Mark is mysterious. The charm is the thing you cherish. Oh, this is easy. Salvage hook. And the bond is a vendetta. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. That is much easier. And so what we're going to do, this is gonna be our like in-depth, let's see, in-depth sheet. And then we'll have our at a glance sheet. We're gonna get rid of all of it. There we go. So now, at a glance, I have all the things. I'll drag that. Arrange. That's right. Yeah. How do you do that? There we go. Put that even right there. Okay. Cool. At a glance, here's Ethereum voices, upbringing nomad, experience salvager, mark mysterious charm. Cool. Alright. Now I know a little bit more about her. What's that do? Perfect. Okay. So we just need the first. Let's get the first scene. And so we know that we are looking for a cult. I think we want to start in media res. So what I'm gonna do, and we have the overall plot here. Let me see here. Um, let's determine some things. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm going to do all of these. If you long click these, you can roll multiple at a time, which is so nice. Let's see what happens. And then you just click the last one that you want, and they put them all in here. Okay, so now we can figure out what is going on. We know that she's traveling the ruins, and she has discovered a letter. We're not going to play that out because let's get past that. She needs to find the location of a cult and stop them, or else she can't get back to her family. Or get her family back. So we got, she has been taken captive. And this brainstorming, we'll brainstorm it and then I'll do my little voice recordy thingy. Oh, let me get this off the screen. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Punishment. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. This all makes so much sense. So, let's say Rain, in the process of attempting to start to scout out this cult, she has gotten into a direct bit of trouble. Since she is like traveling these ruins, she must have stumbled upon a different tribe into their territory, and they have taken her captive. Um, she has perhaps actually, I think this is a good idea. She is in a warring, this tribe is warring with her own nomadic tribe. And so they have a special reason to have captured her. And um I just stopped that because I'm about to tell you something. Especially if you've never roleplayed solo before, you might like if your brain is really literal, you might think like, okay, this says initial lead, escaping prisoner. And you might think, okay, that's my lead. Is that somehow my character is the lead they're following is an escaping prisoner? But you don't have to do it that way. You like literally just make it make sense to you. Because what I'm thinking is Rain was captured and now she has escaped. Um, and but she is badly wounded and also in their territory, which means that she is at a disadvantage. They're tracking her faster. She's not moving as quickly. And so she is on the run. Okay. And so that is what we got. Let's see. You know what would be interesting is okay, here's another thing. When you're going to the oracles, one, always play with disrupted dice. It's so much fun. Two, I could ask the oracle, is there anyone like another prisoner who escaped with me? But what I really want is for that answer to be yes, because it would make it more interesting. So instead of asking, is there, I'm going to ask who. Um, and I'm going to make it be one of these girls here. So let me take myself out of this equation. So you see you can randomly roll a character. Here, I'm going to disable my Rain's node, and also, I believe the Game Master is automatically disabled. So, oh, look, there's Elias Thorn. When did I make him? I don't remember. Anyways, okay, we'll find out. We're going to find out who else was a prisoner who escaped. Let's roll. Oh, Isadora Vance, who are you? We're gonna do the same thing here. Great memory. Inside a brain. Experience. We'll say that she is a professor. Mark. Judgmental, charm, datapad, bond. Okay, loyal to the preservers and their cause. Okay, cool. So there's that. Okay, let's get rid of some of these tabs. There we go. So we're gonna put that over there for now. Grab this guy over here. And now here is where we can start asking questions. Let's see. Let's see who she is, what she's like. We'll ask her question. What was Isadora's there it is. Okay. Well, more like Rain's first meeting with Isadora. Okay, let's find that out. Okay, I think that when Rain, if we like flash back to whenever Rain was thrown into the cell or whatever, the holding area, um Isadora is there already and she is disheveled, but she is like she's still got all of her clothing on. She is, you know, she looks like I'm sure everybody knows what these preserver people look like, and she looks like that. She does not want to associate with Rain or anybody who is outsider to her, and she's very vocal. Anytime she would see like her captors, she would start yelling at them, telling them like that they needed to let her go or they would be in trouble and all that. But whenever if Rain tried to talk to her, there was no like socializing. It was simply, her telling her how it is and that she didn't need her help and that she would be out of this soon. But Rain probably won't hope to be so lucky. Okay, and so there's that. Let's see here. And just as an aside, this is my first time using these like voice note thingies, and I've got to say, taking away the ability, the temptation for me to spend my mental energy formatting the writing of my notes, especially like with dialogue and stuff like that. That's a complete game changer. This makes me very happy. Okay, so that was flashback, and now flash forward. Um, we're gonna scroll back up here. Track an agent, escaping prisoner. Um, I'm going to ask the Oracle if Rain believes the preservers have something to do with this. What do I need to get? Let's see. Actually, I am almost certain they do based on what we established. Let me see this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm not even gonna ask that question because this tells me, oh, y'all, I don't know, y'all probably didn't read it. Anyways, basically, based on the lore that, you know, ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever created here, the preservers are just trying to control history, the knowledge of history, etc. And so I imagine that the cult doing this is the preservers. And so that'll work. And so this all makes sense. Okay, so Rain, we're just gonna go ahead and say it makes sense that Isadora would not like join forces with Rain. Like she wouldn't help her get out of their situation. If they both were able to escape, Isadora goes her own way and Rain follows her. And that's me going back to this little plot seed is track an agent, escaping prisoner. Um, and so that works. So we need to know, does Isadora know she's being followed? Now, there's two ways you can do this. One is just ask the Oracle. But if you're like me and a ton of other people who want to play solo RPGs, you want to play the game. You don't just want to like write a story. So we'll go into our little push SRD here and I will get a refresher of how this works. Oh, wait. Oh, so many paragraphs. Or mechanic. Here we go. Ah, thank you. Whenever you attempt to do something dramatically interesting, roll 1d6 and check your result. On a 7 or higher, it's a miss. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go right in here. Compendium. Add. This compendium is called Push SRD. Core mechanic. So we're just going to copy paste that right into here. There we go. Easy peasy. Let me see. There's no modifiers. Apparently, that is interesting. Don't tell me that the character sheet is simply purely narrative. I mean, that's fine. That's just not what I expected, which is fine. Let me see here. Interesting. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to look for a way to roll advantage or disadvantage. Well, then, an easy way to add advantage or disadvantage into a game is to simply roll twice And depending on whether you have advantage or disadvantage, take either the best or worst roll. So that's what we're going to do. When I do something that needs a roll and I have a trait that relates to it, I am going to take advantage. And then if I am doing a roll and I am in a bind, like a situation where I would naturally be at a disadvantage, then I will take disadvantage. Easy peasy, no problem. Easy to improv. Sorry, Cesar, Fari. I'm going to add that to my stuff here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. That's easy. Okay, so I just need to know, and I'm gonna even do it this way. Let's see. I am going to ask this. Does Rain track Isadora? Or how well does she track Isadora? Is she able to keep up with her? I'm going to make a roll. Get your little dice button here. We just need 1d6, right? It's true. Actually, since I'm rolling, wait, am I rolling with advantage? Let's look at Rain's character sheet. Nomad, Salvager. I'm gonna say because she is used to traveling. She has experience like probably getting lost, surviving, etc. Then she is at an advantage. So let's do it. 2d6 roll. I got a 2 and a 3. I'll take the 3. Well, that's just sad, isn't it? On a 4 or lower, it's a weak hit, but you can choose to roll plus 1d6. If you do so, you must add it to your results. You can choose to roll plus 1d6 if it's a weak hit, but why? But why? Let's see. Right, and this is what I loved about this. Okay. This kind of he kind of turned rolling on its head and made this kind of a betters game, which is why I liked it. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now, don't worry. Um, on a 7 or higher, it's a miss. If you get in the middle or a little above middle, it's a strong hit. On a 4 or lower, it's a weak hit. I could choose to roll an extra d6 and potentially get a strong hit, but if, it goes too high, I have to roll below a 4. I'd have to roll a 3 or lower in order to hit at all. And so it's like, do I want to take that bet? And for the sake of this, because what do I have to lose? I'm going to do it. What's the worst that could happen? That, yep. Well, it's unfortunate. I got an 8. That's a miss. Okay. And then if you want to describe your rolls, just go in here. We'll do that. Okay. So, what happens? I was asking how well do I track her? It's kind of a buzzkill that it's a miss. So instead of saying that I just completely lose her and it's like over because that sucks, that's not great storytelling or whatever, we're just gonna throw in a complication and see what has happened. And we can do that by just rolling some stuff, and that's what I'm gonna do real quick. What is my complication? Roll, let's go danger. Risk a dream or ambition battle fight. Oh. Okay, this works. Isadora knows that she's being followed. And so she was able to use her knowledge. Maybe she's been in the area longer than I thought. I don't know. I could ask the Oracle, but we're just moving right along here. Um, I think that she has managed to confuse Rain. Let me click my little button here. Isadora has managed to roundabout, I suppose, lose Rain so that she was not able to track her, and she is now ambushing her in order to get her off her trail and also just get rid of her completely. And so now, just like that, we have a fight, and Isadora and Rain are going to have to fight. What's at stake here? What's at stake for Isadora is that she feels like she's being threatened, and also she doesn't think highly of nomads anyway. These tribes people. Um, Not only that, let's see, does Isadora know? Let's ask. Does Isadora know Rain is seeking the artifact? I'm just gonna call it that. I don't know, the artifact slash device. Because the preservers are so heavily like ingrained in this and they kind of know everything, I'm gonna say that it's likely. We got disrupted dice on. Yes, apparently she does. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so since she knows, Isadora is very aware that Rain is after this thing. I think she's aware because Rain probably, tried to get it out of her, where it might be. And so, due to that, Isadora views her as a threat, a huge threat to not only herself, but also the preserver's cause, etc. And Rain, likewise, views Isadora as a threat to keep her from getting what she needs to get back to her family. So, what we're gonna do is, I guess we're going into combat, which is fine. Rain. I'm sure she's a salvager. She has her like salvage hook, which I'm sure she got back. I'm sure she's got some. You kind of assume, unless the system is like, no, you get nothing unless you're tracking it and you bought it with in-game currency, all that. I like to assume the obvious. So Rain probably has, she's got her hook, she's probably got some knives. Um, Sometimes I like to, not fully embody the character. Sometimes I like to make them surprise me. So we're just gonna ask, is Rain aiming to kill or to capture? It would make sense that she'd want to capture her. But depending on the answer to this question, maybe if it is to kill, then maybe Isadora just did something really heinous, or maybe things are a lot deeper than I thought. Let's see. Let's see. We can't choose both, so we're gonna just go with is. Oh goodness, something has happened. There we go. Is Reina aiming to capture? We'll just go with that. Neutral. I think that would be likely. That would be the more likely situation. It depends on skill. Fair enough. Okay, now we've got our disrupted dice in action, and this is why I would always encourage you to play with them because it invoked or evoked or whatever. It evoked this guy. The Echo Rebellion over here, one of my game world elements, it evoked that. And it just rolled when a plot beat um, gets invoked, depending on the kind of game that you set up. We set this up to only invoke story elements that we created, but you could also do like random or all that jazz. Anyway, or maybe we did 50-50. I can't remember. What matters is this. These are what it rolled on, and we got the Echo Rebellion. We'll click Advanced Plot. A growing faction known as the Echo Rebellion challenges the Preserver's authority. They believe the Preservers are actively destroying the past rather than saving it, and see that the only way to protect what is left is to challenge and fight for it. They often work in secret to recover relics and resist the Preservers. Okay, so Rain's capture of Isadora depends on skill. And then also we have this invocation of the Echo Rebellion. Let's see, let's ask. Does the Echo Rebellion show up in this fight? Yes, apparently. Ah, nice. Okay, cool. So, they're there. Um, is I wonder if Rain knows about the Echo Rebellion. Is Rain aware of the... Oh, you know what? I put likely there. I'm gonna delete that. That's not fair. I need to change that back to neutral. Okay. Don't know, can't tell. Okay, so in this moment, we cannot tell if the Echo Rebellion is here right now. So in that case, if we can't tell, then I'm just gonna ask the Oracle how hard it would be to find out. So, how hard? If we don't know, can't tell, expected is probably... You can't see me typing. It's there. That's kind of a bummer, but there it is. Okay. It's usually the expected ones are like as expected, a little less than expected. So we'll go, sorry, we'll say somewhat difficult. Okay. A bit harder than expected. So if it's someone difficult, it's fairly difficult, so I'll roll it a disadvantage. Could I get this down to... Hmm. Okay, cool. I would like to say that my gift of hearing Etherian voices, the whispers of Etheria, it allows me to... This says that it changes the laws of physics for a short time. So I'm thinking that... I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I mean, besides like gravity and the law of motion and all that, I don't exactly know what's all up with the laws of physics, but I'm just gonna say, because it's my game, that the whispers are able to allow her to like kind of see auras, and I think she sees auras of oh, I guess I should record this, huh? The whispers, her gift, Rain's gift, allows her to see auras, and these auras, she sees them appearing within this place that she and Isadora are facing off in. And yeah, that will take the difficulty down from, or at least it'll remove the disadvantage and let me roll for normal by adding an advantage. So I've got like one advantage, one disadvantage, so I have a normal roll. Oh my gosh, a weak hit. Do I want to try again? I think I do. The odds are in my favor, right? I think they are. No! Okay. Well, this is why I don't gamble. I don't have good intuition or luck. Okay. So, uh okay, she I'm gonna say that she like notices that I don't know, things are a little weird, but she can't put her finger on it, and so she doesn't pay too much attention to the whole aura thing that we established. Um, yeah. Okay. So here we are. The Echo Rebellion. We're going to say that that plot beat. We're going to determine that they are there, but they're holding off to see what's going on. I think what they want, okay, the Echo Rebellion, or at least some members of it anyway, are present but hiding. They're waiting to see what is going to happen, uh, and it is their intention to capture Isadora for their purposes. So that is what we will do. Okay, Isadora. Um, what's this? No. Okay. You see, those are all like dialogue-y type things, like character engagement stuff. I was just looking because I was curious. Um, I want to, I guess they're going to fight it out. Rain is intent on capture. Let's see, Isadora. She doesn't she doesn't have any worldly experience. So I think what's going on here with her is that she feels backed into a corner. She feels like this is her only way out is to try to fight her way away from Rain. Um, she's got too much to lose. And so that's it. But she doesn't really know what she's doing. So for this, I don't know how I'm gonna make them fight. Do do I guess push SRD is technically completely player facing, so I guess I'll play it that way. Um, in that case, let's see. Rain and Isadora face off. Isadora has nothing more than probably her fists. She's a professor. Rain has her hook, her salvage hook, and knives. Do the women attempt to negotiate? Let's go with that. I'm gonna keep it neutral. It seems like it would be likely. Doesn't know. I guess they're too suspicious of each other. They don't know how they could negotiate. Maybe like the rift is really that far between their peoples or whatever. So, I guess I'll fight. Okay. Rain's only trying to capture her. And this is where rules light systems can get a little confusing. You have to be really willing to just move the story along with what makes sense. Because my immediate mind went to, like, okay, how do I determine when she's captured? Should there be multiple rolls? Should I roll for Isadora and for Rain? Since, like, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to keep it player facing. So I would only roll if Rain was successful or not. I guess we could go with, yeah, on a strong hit, she's able to incapacitate her. On a weak hit, she I don't know, is able to do something. On a miss, she obviously isn't able to incapacitate. I guess we could just ask the Oracle what's going on as we do this. Let's just do that. And we'll just go for it. Okay, so the two do not negotiate because they do not trust each other that deeply. Um, it's down to, like, it can only be one or the other. And I think Rain would rather, if she can't capture her, then she will kill Isadora. Isadora is just going to fight for her life. And for the cause. Even though she didn't really have any real world experience according to her character sheet. So, let's do it. Let's see. Fight style. Oh, look, another disruption. This was like, my question here was, how does Isadora react to a fight violence? Intimidating, hilarious, intimidating, scary, looks cheery, happy. You can take one or the other. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Find answers to a pending question. Why are the preservers so intent on destroying knowledge? Oh, well, there's why. I guess we could go why, focus, description. Oh, I didn't have to do all of that, but I did. Okay, I forgot that the why gives a focus. Okay, we'll advance the plot there. How does Isadora react to violence? Isadora reacts to violence by putting on a brave face, by making threats, and I think that she doesn't look happy, but she is, like, laughing in disbelief because of, she believes Rain's stupidity for, like, moving to attack her, and how sorry she will be whenever Isadora gets Rain, like, arrested or worse, who knows. And then find the answers to the pending questions. To get revenge or have justice. Lies. I think that the preservers are so intent on destroying knowledge because it goes way back to the founder of the preservers, who was wronged, or believed he was wronged by a miscommunication or something of what would have to be someone really close to him, his own family, something like that. And so he believes that he was lied to his entire life, and so he's made it his mission through creating all of this to destroy this knowledge of history, just out of pure revenge, if that makes any sense. I kind of pulled it out of my butt, but that's fine. Okay. And the way that you would do those question thingies, when we find the answer to a question, you would go over here, pending questions, and you just go right down the answer. Being really vague, because this is stuff you would just flesh out in game. I'm not a world builder, so um yeah. Cool. Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah, you just go, you keep track of your questions, all that. Where were we? Right. The plot beat. Isadora is, like, incredulous that Rain would attempt to attack her. But now, let's see what happens. Rain, what you got? Nomad, Salvador. Oh, we're gonna use her. Both of these guys. Okay, but we really... I mean, I could roll the d6 3 times and take the best one. I'm gonna do it. Each of these will give me an extra d6. The game is not cheating if that's how you want to play. A 1, a 3, and a 6. I'm gonna take the 6 for a strong hit. And so here's how you can figure this out. Whenever, if you're using a really rules light system like this that doesn't like give you mechanics to support different complex situations, like I guess in D&D this would be like a grappling roll, and then you roll to hold the person, and you know, having to make, what is it called, extended rolls, get extended successes, um then, or an extended action, that's what I was thinking of. To me, this would be an extended action. And so if I were, you know, playing this hardcore, I might say, okay, I need 3 successful rolls in order to ultimately succeed. However, because this is what it is and we are getting on to an hour in a second, we're just gonna say, I'm just gonna do this whole one roll narrative, which is another great way to play when you just want to focus on the narrative. I got a strong hit. That means that I took her down. And I took her down in the manner that I wanted, which means I did not end up hurting her for that. So I take her down. Let me put that in here. This is only useful if you remember to use it. Rain attacks her in such a way that she is able to easily take her by surprise, because Isadora once again does not have any practical knowledge of any of this. She doesn't have any field experience, And so Rain was easily able to take her out and get her tied up without harming her grievously. She might have beaten her up a little just because she is a little mad and she's taking her own revenge. And she tells her, like, well, what now? You're gonna tell me what I know. Not what I know. Tell me what I want to know. Take me where I want to go. You're gonna help me. So, but here's the thing: is that before I'm about to end this scene, and that will be the end of this example game. Next time I'll pick up with a pre-written adventure module. But we had the Echo Rebellion thing where I said that they are just waiting to see how it pans out. And so we will end there because that's a really interesting, like, cliffhangery note. So we're going to end with the Echo Rebellion coming out. Let's see. Someone who intent Okay, so pull this out of my brain here. As soon as Rain gets Isadora tied up, it doesn't take long. She notices movement out of the corner of her eyes, and these auras that she saw are now getting stronger. And then she sees people like within them, and they arrive. Um, they are there are a lot of them. They all are looking very wary, very suspicious of the situation. Some of them, though, they recognize Rain as, uh, not a friend immediately, but as, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so this works. And the leader of the Echo Rebellion, they they come up to Rain and they tell her, we have been tracking this one since she invaded this territory. It actually was us who helped both of you escape. However, we only intended to take her. And then they'd offer to probably, I don't know, I think it would be cool for them to offer her to join them. So, and that's where we go. That's where we would stop. Um, that's where I'm going to stop. That was cool. I hope that that gave some insight into using this little app. Usually I'm clicking all over the place with these different ones. I mostly use PUM. Sometimes I'll use this one, but I prefer to just use my imagination. And then Gum is nice if you're really thinking of the overall view of the game itself, or this whole plot seed thing. This is a great tool in order to get a game going. But yeah, that's it. Next time I will be throwing together a pre-made adventure module that I found for D&D, I think, and I'll be throwing it into here, and then you guys can see how you can create and play a pre-made adventure right in here with the way that the app works. Well, I guess the way that the oracles work, because it'll invoke the nodes and all that jazz. But yeah, anyways, next time, I can't tell you when's next time. I'm hoping to do this a lot more often, but it would definitely be before the end of next week. And until then, I'll see you later.